everyone, and welcome back to another Nerdbenji YouTube video. So today it's the 12th of November, which means that a week today will be the full release of Football Manager 2020. The beta has been out since, I want to say Halloween, could be wrong on that, but you can check if you want. No lawsuits from Ron K. But yeah, you'll have noticed I have not done any videos on the new game so far. That was part of my plan. I knew that I didn't want to do any videos on the full game, sorry, on the beta. And that I want to wait until the full, because my Manchester United save, I ended up carrying it on just until, until I think just after the beta had released. Although the beta released earlier than expected. I think the beta was meant to release Bonfire Night. I just worked that one out. Yep, 2 weeks before full release. That was when we were expecting it. And yeah. So it released early, so I was thinking that I'd have the episodes out and there'd be a few days between the last episode and the new series. Fortunately, that didn't happen. I mean, fortunately, the new beta was here and I could play it and start a new save and all stuff like that. But yeah, so I have an idea of what I want to do in terms of videos for the new Football Manager. But what I will say is, with the Man United series, I probably went a bit too deep straight off. If I'd started it like 2 weeks earlier or something, then I would have been fine. Because what I ended up doing was, because most of the free time I have is at the weekend, I ended up having it so that I was doing 4, sometimes 5 videos on a day at the weekend, just so that I could get them out, get the episodes out. And I know if I do a new video series this year, I'm not guaranteeing it, but it's a possibility, because there may be the chance that I just decide I don't want to do Football Manager videos and I'll find something else to do. But again, I can't say for certain. But if I do, I imagine that this year, or for at least for the foreseeable future, it might only be 1 or 2 episodes of the series a week, possibly 3 on a good week. Yeah. And as for what that series would be, my thinking of what I want to do is I want to showcase the type of save that I often do. I mean, my main save from last year was just a ladder save where I start at the bottom and try and work my way up to the top club. Not a road to glory, because that's where you do it with one club, but where you move between clubs and sometimes don't go too well and get sacked and stuff like that, which I know I couldn't make work doing just 1 or 2 episodes a week. And then if I thought about other types of saves that I did, or the individual segments of my longer saves, and the common theme was that I tend to enjoy saves where I take championship teams and try and get them promoted to the Premier League. So my thinking is that when Football Manager does come out, I want to do a save where I take a championship team and try and take them all the way to the Premier League. But often when I've done that, I've always tended to start, or not always start, but I tended to be in charge of a team that was either one of the favourites for the title or predicted to finish up high. So yes, it's still good to win promotion with them. It's not exactly a challenge. And I've done about 6 times getting promoted. So I was thinking, when Football Manager comes out, maybe do each series with a 7th. But I thought, what's the way I could make it more challenging? And here's my idea. I want to experiment sort of with how the new mechanics in Football Manager work, because the board is a lot more critical of individual aspects of your management this year in terms of philosophies. So what I want to see is if I do a director of football challenge with this team that I'm going to pick, will it work? Will I get sacked? Who knows? If they're buying players that don't meet the philosophies, then the board are going to be disappointed naturally. But yeah, if you don't know what a director of football challenge is in Football Manager, it's where you basically hand all but the match responsibilities, so actual tactics and managing and doing the match and stuff. It's where you hand pretty much everything to do with club management over to your director of football. So this includes buying players, selling players, contracts, and yeah, it takes away a lot of your power in the team, and sort of becomes almost like managing a national team instead. You end up just being given a squad of players, and you have to formulate a game plan with them, and you have to hope that it works. And yeah, so I was thinking of how I would do this further, because I obviously need to pick a team, and I'm still working out the exact logistics in terms of the exact team I'm going to pick, but I have enough of an idea. I know I don't want to start with one of the big boys in the championship. That's pretty much as close as you can get to promotion, because it would be too easy to win promotion with them. But I also didn't want to start too low, because the challenge that I'd sort of come up with in my head, because I feel it would be good for this save to have an end goal, because I want it to be a short but not too short save, because I mean there's only a few weeks really between now and Christmas, so from getting even between now and the January window, I'm thinking maybe to do a save between now and something like the end of January, and then do another different save after that. And yeah, I was thinking for my end goal that I want to survive one season in the Premier League, sounds easy, but it isn't when you think about it. It's because you're going to have no control over the players. You could end up with a team where there are no good defenders and you're in the Premier League. But you're going to have no chance of survival. And it might well be the type of thing where you end up going up but having to come back down to go back up. So it could take a while, but it isn't too long, because I have a second save that I will talk about in just a second after I finish talking about this one. So, in terms of the team that I'm thinking of, I was thinking to do a mid-table team. I'm thinking teams you'd expect between sort of 14th and maybe 20th in the championship. I mean, the first two teams that I thought of for this were Luton and Wigan. Thought about it a little bit just now. I'm thinking maybe Blackburn, but yeah, it will be something that I'll have to think about further. I mean, there might be the possibility that I just do the save without Director of Football challenge, but I don't know. I feel like with this save, in an ideal world where I end up getting a decent enough signings, decent enough players brought in, it might take 3, maybe 4 seasons to get promoted to the Prem. And I was thinking, with it, I'll try and do shorter episodes and play a lot of games in between this, because if you've played Football Manager, you know the Championship is a lot of games. It has a lot of games. There's 46 league games, but you've also got cup games, and it does all add up. It's a lot of games you have to manage. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe if I did 1 game an episode, and then maybe play 6 or 7, maybe 8 games in between. Possibly even 9 or even 10. We could get through a season in a week and a bit maybe. I mean, it does put a lot of pressure on me to have to play all those games back to 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 back. But I feel like it might well be worth it. And then I think it can depend on when we get done with that first save, because the second save, it could just simply mean I put the first save on hiatus for a little while to sanction it so that I can do the second save. Because my idea for the second save, it's something I'm thinking maybe to do at some point in December. So I feel like I'll have quite a bit more free time in the lead up to Christmas to record videos. So I'm thinking to do a challenge which has been done in YouTube series before. The biggest Football Manager YouTuber, I think, sorry, second biggest, Dr. Benji FM, he did this challenge. I think it was late last November, into early December. I think it was, I can't remember exactly. Remember, it was with Huddersfield. It's the Bottom at Christmas challenge. It's a challenge which is in the name, basically. You travel to December, to Christmas Day even, take over the team that is bottom of the Premier League and try and keep them up. It can be hard. It probably will be hard. But sometimes you can get lucky and you can get an actual decent team. Because think about it, if a good team starts badly, they might well sink to the bottom. But if you come in, if with the right man management, you can easily get that team back on track. And yes, it might not be the finish that team would expect, but you're staying up. That's basically just the goal. And you can put cup competitions on hold if you want, just not care about them completely. That's fine, because the goal is to stay up. But yeah, that's basically just a longer video than I hoped of me talking about my plans for Football Manager 2020. There's the possibility I might even start uploading it just before the beta comes out. Sorry, just before the full game comes out. It's not like the beta's been out. Yeah. I would tell you the saves that I've been doing on beta, but we're at 17 minutes now. I can't just keep doing this forever. Yeah. It might be something I discuss in a different video. I don't know. Might start a new series on Saturday. If you have any other suggestions for teams in the Championship that you might want me to start with, feel free to let me know. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.